Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Richardson looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you were playing this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
5-9.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall, taken down at the 30. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year with the Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Hall want to give up the middle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Javonte Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are First here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Richardson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Richardson to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Boye Mafe in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Herbert now. That one out wide and intercepted. Inside the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A gain of 3, second down. Give to Bigsby on the option. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit. for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Commanders' offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And you can see finding the end zone hasn't been much of a problem for him. He enters his final week of the season as the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now Hall to start the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Set.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready. Run. Ready. Ready.
Herbert back to the air. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Malik Neighbors hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Blankenship out for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position. on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback, you have a much better opportunity.
What is that?
Running left, it's Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
10. Go.
They'll go again with Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Finds Pickens out right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
Set. 380. Green on.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
5-9. 5-9. Set. Set.
Herbert. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go. Check. Rig it. Bronco switch.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Richardson off the play fake. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball.
Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Richardson back to throw it. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the... First down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back and make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert throwing again. This pass out wide to Hall. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We begin in the NFC. Carolina making the trip north to take on the New York Giants. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Stephon Diggs, close to 200 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Cooper Kupp, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Commanders offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ready.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Pickens over the middle, and they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up the 4th down.
12.
On 4th down, Herbert working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Set. 380. Go.
Straight ahead is Hall. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Home to troops right.
Here's Herbert. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Ready. Come on. No.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Richardson looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Escapes the defender. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. He stiff arms him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Ready.
On the option left, Richardson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Anthony Richardson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Washington ready to try again on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball again on 2nd down. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's a give to Hall. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Go! Smash! Smash! Hey!
Another run by Bigsby. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now it's Richardson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Let's go now. Check, Panther.
Richardson looking to throw this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A tackle made by Boye Mafe. This a 2nd and 8. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Quick slant to Hamler. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Here we go, set. Alert, alert.
Richardson on the bootleg here. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Ready, go!
From the gun, Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Richardson. A throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete. It's Neighbors. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers! Ready.
Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Herbert now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And that is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Okay, ready? Ready? Set go.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. A big play in this football game. Third down and 1.
Set. Unlock line. Roll.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Reload.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Hawk 70. Shot alert. Check.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got Hamlin, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process. Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Richardson to throw it. That's caught by Myers. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go.
It's Myers again with another catch. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here comes second down and 5. Richardson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. K.J. Hamler. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you. Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Set. What is it?
Herbert. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Here's 1st down.
Mike, 18. Come on. Set.
Here's Richardson. Finding Allen. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Clock reading 42 seconds. Here's 2nd down. Now Richardson. Pass complete. Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Richardson looking to throw it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing now is Richardson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Here's Bigsby. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Ryland. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter.